Hello everyone and welcome to the Lord General YouTube channel. I'm very excited today. I've just received this box in the post today. And this game should be the game of Admiral's Order, Naval Tactics in the Age of Sail, the All Hands Edition. Now, so this is a war game that's set on sea in the period 1775 to 1815. And the question is, why did I buy this game? So I was looking at a few different naval games set in the same era. And the obvious ones that usually come up from this period are Wooden Ships and Iron Men. Now this is quite a dated game, Wooden Ships and Iron Men. So the original token's a bit dated, but it does have a good rule set, I understand. I've never actually played the game, but I understand that instead of doing 5 turn sequences for a particular action, they can get it a same result just by one sequence. So I understand that the rules are quite good and simple in Wooden Ships and Iron Men. Compare this to GMT Flying Colours. The same person who gave that review about Wooden Ships and Iron Men, they mentioned that Flying Colours is a bit more complicated. But I did definitely like the look of the GMT tokens in Flying Colours. So I think that's a positive for them. Why did I go for this game in particular? It's because when I was looking through Board Game Geek, it was the highest rated naval game on there by players. There's a few players that have rated this game, not hundreds. And the other reason why there's not hundreds rated this game is because it is a game that's handmade, so there's only a certain number of copies available. This particular All Hands edition is a unlimited run, as much as the designer can actually produce. But there is actually a limited edition version as well, which is the Edition 74. And the Edition 74 comes with twice as many ships, but it is twice the price. Now, this particular base game is quite expensive in itself. It's around €80, so including shipping to the UK, it works out over £80. I've seen some retailers in the US sell this for around $140 for this base game. The other advantage of buying this version rather than the limited edition version is that the limited edition version does have a over 1 year waiting list for that game. So without further ado, let's open this box. So I'm very excited to be opening this box. Let's see what's in here. You see the postage company put a hole through this box, but it looks like it's very good packaging. So I bought this game directly from the designer, Mario Jugel's own website. I think there's very limited distribution for retailers, really. Like I say, I've seen it at one retailer in America before. I think they've got a few copies. I think one sold on eBay this year from that particular retailer, but you don't often see this game about. So everything about this game just oozed quality when I saw the pictures of this game and had a look through the website. Let's just see what the reality is. This is exciting. So, good packaging. Right, let's have a look what we got in here. Oh, it's a bigger box than what I imagined. It's quite tall box there. Certainly bigger than GMT games. There you go, it's quite a thick box there. Right, that's what we got. Here we go. Look at that beautiful artwork. Crikey. Let's just get this tape off carefully. So it looks like it's been taped up. Beautiful box. And a heavy weight to it. Wow. That's some of the most beautiful artwork I've ever seen on a board game before. Oh, it's a heavy box. It really is heavy. Wow, that's quite nice. So in this box you get 5 different scenarios down there between what looks like 1781 and 1805. The limited edition game does include 2 more scenarios, and it should be for 2 to 4 players down here, and takes 120 plus minutes to play. Let's just have a look in here. This is exciting stuff. Let's move that out of the way. Okay. Wow, look at this. Look at that. This is a hand-signed checklist there of all the components that should be in there. Really good attention to quality here. Beautiful rulebook. Wow, nice colours on that. This is a work of art. Is this a game or a work of art? What we got? 37 pages. Not too bad. Beautifully illustrated. Nice introduction there. Wow. Wow, nice rulebook. Nice rulebook indeed. I had a brief look through this because you can download the rules from the designer's website. It's quite a good rule set because the first scenario that you play should be just between two individual ships. And throughout the rulebook, these 3 squadron markers, they're marked within the rules, and they say these rules are only applicable if you're fighting with a squadron. So if you're fighting with an individual ship, you don't need to learn these rules up front. In addition, there's also a good close combat phase that's quite detailed in this game. But again, if you want to skip that close combat phase, there's very simplified rules that comes down to a paragraph or so. There's a sample of a status sheet, so it looks like whenever you get damaged you have to tick off how it's damaged, whether it's on fire, grappled, struck or captured. This is just fantastic quality. Look at these beautiful colours up there. Wow. There's some examples of ship movements there. How to turn into the wind, bear up, and turn out of the wind, bear away. Looks like we're going to be learning a few naval terms in this game. I don't have experience of naval warfare. You know, I've learnt about the Battle of Trafalgar when I've been at school, and I've visited the HMS Victory before. You know, this period of warfare should be highly remembered in Britain, really. Wow. This is just a beautiful rulebook here. Let's see what else we've got. So, very good start there, very good start. This is the 5 scenarios in All Hands Edition. Really nice. So it shows you how to set up the board there. I guess that relates to what hex is on there. Gives you a history of the battles that's taken place. And a few victory conditions. Again, look at this beautiful artwork that illustrates it. I don't see this type of beautiful artwork in GMT games. But I've only got one GMT game, which is This Accursed Civil War, which has a few artwork bits in, but not full colour like this. Wow, look at these. There's a few... Oh, that's a Solitaire Scenario. Right, so that's got a Solitaire Scenario in there. So even though it says it's for 2 players, there are some solo scenarios in this game then. I play all my games solo anyway. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays. Oh, what's this all about? Given a few different examples there. This is brilliant. And the thing about, because Mario makes these games himself, he can always include the latest version of the rules and the latest content. Look at this. Wow, this shows a fleet presentation box. So that shows where all the ships should sit in the fleet presentation box. This is just fantastic. Oh, what we got here? Okay, it looks like a beautiful turn tracker there. It shows you all the phases. So you go from close manoeuvre phase, potentially onto close action phase there. Ends close manoeuvre phase there. Your start position cards. It shows you when to draw cards. So that's a very good summary tracker. What a good player aid. Oh, on the back as well. The close action phase. A summary of how that works. This is brilliant. What a fantastic game this looks. Look at that. Phases of a game turn. I've seen pictures of this game, but I really didn't know it includes all this. The pictures just do not do this game justice. And hopefully the video is bringing out the quality of this game, even though this is a basic game, so I can't imagine what the limited edition game is like. Okay, this is the map now. Now, Mario does offer a vinyl map to buy if you want. So that comes at a separate price, that does. I haven't ordered one yet, because I'm usually quite happy playing on the cardboard maps. This map does look just like, yeah, it's purely a sea map. Purely a sea map. The only thing on here is them arrows marker, which I believe indicate which way the wind direction is. But it's purely just a blue sea. I didn't know if we'd get any land on this particular map, but it doesn't look like we get any land on that particular map. That's one map there. So perhaps you only get one map. So I'll have to double check all the contents at the end. I'm sure it's alright, it's been hand signed off. Okay, it looks like you get some ship status sheets. So in this game you got a load of ship status sheets. So I wonder if you need to well, I presume the rules say mark them with a pencil and then rub it out. But I guess you could quite as easily keep track on a Excel spreadsheet, or even do a scan of these so you don't ruin the original sheets. But look at this, it's nice that it's got some Admiral artwork on there. Shows you pictures of who the Admirals are. That's a nice touch there. So you've got a lot of ship status sheets there. There you go. That's look at that folder. They're in a nice presentation folder. This is just the attention to detail in this game is fantastic. Okay, right. Look at this. How often you see this in a game? It's cloth markers. It's actually bound in some cloth there. Bound in some cloth. Let's have a look at some of these cards. These are good, quite good thickness card. And you've got some nice artwork on the back there, really capturing the era that this battle takes place in. So it looks like some cards to tell us what we can do. More sails, chain shot, bear up card, back in sails. You know, this shows which way the ships have to turn, which is nice. There's quite a lot of these cards. You see, the fact that these are bound in cloth is pretty good sign of quality. What else we got here? Wow. Gee, right. There's a lot to this game. You can see why it's actually, some people might say it's expensive, but you can see why it's good value. Look at all these markers. Turn leeward. Not sure what these are. They've all got the same backing on them. I'll have to have a look in the rulebook to see what these are. So there's loads of, look, more cards there. There's loads of cards in this one. Axes and pikes, grape shot. Look at all them. So they must be the masts. In a nice poly bag there. All different coloured tips. I guess that shows which squadron they're fighting in. Look at all these passive ships, active ship. How many cards do you get in this game? Quite a lot of cards, isn't there? I'm not going to take time to get all of these out. Right, let's have a look at this box. This looks an interesting box. Surely all the game components are in there. Look at that. Any other company would throw all the game components just in the box, wouldn't they? But look at that. You get your own individual box. What's in this box? Ha! Look at this. Solid wood markers. Solid wooden markers. What are these? Handmade pieces. All handmade. Look at this. solid wood dice. Now, you see, this is a timeless game, isn't it? I mean, when is this gonna go out of fashion? This type of game, when it's designed like that. Look at all them. I guess that's initiative markers, something like that. Red Squadron. So instead of these small tokens that you get in the GMT games, I mean, these are nice, solid, wooden, clear markers. Fine. Now, finally, let's see what we've got in here. Look at this. A solid wood presentation box. Look, that's got sort of Admiral's order sort of burnt into that there. Look at that. Clasp on the side. Okay, these are right. So these are the playing pieces. So obviously their masts could be spare masts. Obviously you have to swap the masts over at some point. I don't know. I'll have to read in the rule book. So these are in slightly different types of wood. You can see they're light wood. They're dark wood. Obviously, the dark wood is a different side to the light wood side. They're quite tiny. You can see my finger there. And all the names of them are burnt into the side of the ship. Well, you got Robust, Europe, Prudent, Dido up there, Ardent, Jason, a lot of different ships. So first impressions of this game, high quality. So what I'm going to do is take a few weeks or so to learn the rules, and then I'll probably come back and give a playtest of this game and let me know, let you all know what my thoughts are for this game. So thanks for watching this, and I'll be back soon from the Lord General.